Sagittarius, ayo. So when it comes to your innards, you kind of at a point, and it's like the more you're here, the further you go. When it comes to just your mind on a certain topic, when you put your head in this space, it's like shit just makes sense, and it kind of makes you want to do in a sense where kind of dedicate yourself. The more you think about this, or the more you dream about this, or the more you feel about this, you feel me, whether you actually in something or you're not in it, but you in it, you feel me, you that shit, the only thing that run through that dome all day, Sagittarius, and it gets your feelings going, it gets your waters boiling type of vibe, because then follow right after that, you got the queen. I'm telling you, you passionate about this idea. You might not have expressed it, because when it comes to your external world, it's like you in the headspace to be aware what you've been given to ain't quite what you want to give to when it comes to whatever you currently doing, because you've been doing something, whether that's just expressing yourself a certain type of way in your world, or you just upholding a certain type of moral system, or you upholding someone else's idea of how you should express or portray yourself in the world. You feel me? It's like you're in the headspace to be okay with the fact that this is how someone else wants you to be, but it might not be how you want to give yourself. You feel me? It's not what you want to show, and you ready to show who you are in whatever expression and or idea or a relationship. You feel me? It's like, yo, and it that could be because of a motivating factor. That's it's an internal conversation that you not sharing with somebody. You might not be talking about your best friend you might not be telling your best friend what this is that got you going, but something got you going. And it's like you keeping it to yourself, but you're in the position to share the wealth that comes with it, whether that's tangibly, you gonna give a couple dollars because you got a new little business going on. You ain't tell your family what your business is, but the business is bringing in some coin, and it's bringing you in a nice emotional space to celebrate yourself. So you want to be able to celebrate with your friends and family, so now everybody feel good around you, but yet and still don't nobody know what you're doing because you're not sharing it. You might been in a position where every time you share shit with your family, then all of a sudden you lost that drive, or you lost that oomph, that kick you got. Yeah, because something about you sharing it planted a subconscious seed. It's the ones you can't see that fuck it up for you. So now this time, when you got a little idea, when you had a little business, a little association, a little friendship, a little something you were relating yourself to, you kept it to yourself. And it's like you still keeping it to yourself. And the more you keep it to yourself, that shit just boiling a little bit more and a little bit more when it comes to this. It's to the point where if a motherfucker try to say something along the lines of this, you gonna cut it right there. Tight. You can't nobody talk negatively towards this about you if it's not in a constructive manner. You feel me? If motherfuckers just come around yapping, you ain't trying to hear none of that when it comes to this. I'm telling you, that's just because you've been somewhere you ain't want to be for so long. Because if I flip it, it's like when you were okay letting someone else think through you, or you were okay carrying someone else's seed. Someone planted a conscious or an idea or an expression, or brought you some. Hey, Sagittarius, I like it when. Or hey, Sagittarius, I don't like it when. Oh, hey, Sagittarius, since we're in this title together, we should carry ourselves or express this type of character or this type of idea or this type. You feel me? Whatever it was that someone planted in you that wasn't for you. It's like you pulled the seed. Because that motherfucker was sprouting quick. Hey, you thought that shit was going to be a nice, healthy tree. That shit was sprouting weeds in the rest of your garden. That shit was diluting or polluting the rest of the quality of your other thoughts. Damn, it's like that. Whoever gave you that seed was also having influence on your other ideas. So now here you go thinking about what they told you to think about over here. Now it's leaking into this. I wonder how this person would see. You feel me? And it might not be a person you want to reference to in a moment like that type of vibe. You get it? You know what we talking about those Sagittarius. I'm telling you, someone has some bad ideas. And now it's like you following a good idea. And that good idea came from you, and that should get you going. That shit get you going. That shit woke you up. It's like It's finally quiet. Even in the mess, it's quiet. You know what we talking about.